You're listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph. Being Real, Part 2. And so all throughout our lives, all of us are going through this constant image type battle about what others think of us. I guess some people more than others, but we all do it. We display outwardly what we want people to see and to believe about us and to think of us. We display whatever will help us and whatever our agenda is, and we can become very skilled at doing that. We can become masters of the mask, and mostly we are constantly on guard to ensure that others think the very best about us. And Facebook or social media was a classic example of how that can happen. People put up the best photo. They're very careful what they say and the way they react to things. Now, make no mistake, in our fallen world, it's very natural to be guarded until you can get to know someone and trust them. And many people, unfortunately, in this world live in backgrounds of dysfunction where they don't trust anyone. And so they don't really reveal their real self, and they're always portraying something they aren't. But here's the rub. You can only love what you know. Otherwise, you've got to make up what you know about the other person. And in a relationship, it's very difficult to have a future relationship with someone if the masks are always up and you do not reveal your true self. And I think I've used this example before of the Phantom of the Opera, where the Phantom had a mask to disguise an ugly side of his face, and he fell in love with the woman that he captured. This is the story of the opera. And then one time it comes to a point where he reveals who he really is, takes his mask off, so that she can see who he is. Will she still love me? And that's a great illustration of life, and how that if we want to be real, at some stage to the right people, we remove the mask and reveal who we are. Extremely important that is. Listen to this great poem by Gail Whiting. It's called Being Open. In order to love who you are, I must know who you are. Otherwise, I can only love what I want you to be. That's unfair to you and selfish of me and breeds disappointment. Here it is. Self-revelation is essential to being loved for what you are. It demands trust, but it offers the possibility of true love. Not to reveal yourself to another is never to believe the real you is worth loving. Wow. And so there is a great risk in doing this. You become vulnerable, and people who have been hurt don't want to be hurt again. But love demands self-revelation. And so we can craft our lives, we can sculpture our images so carefully and skillfully. And the more we do this, the more effort we push into this pursuit, the more distant we become from who we really are. The gulf widens and gets bigger. And with those who have this in a bad way, it can become a monster to feed in ever-increasing amounts. So what do we mean by being real? What do we mean by authenticity? Well, it means being the same person whether you are with others or by yourself. That's a great definition. It means being consistent and genuine and legitimate. Validity is another word. Realism, being faithful, dependable and accurate with your life. Someone wrote a book a while ago called Who You Are When No One's Looking. I had a laugh at a cartoon of the pastor's wife who says to her husband, I've got a good idea. Why don't you try being charming at home and grumpy at church for once? May you be successful in your attempts to be real to be who you are. Keep listening. God bless you.